Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at how to design a church flag. As you can see, I've already selected the colors that I'm going to be using in this tutorial. I have also downloaded the resource, which is the background picture I'll be using on the design, and I also have the main picture over here that I'll be using also on the design. I also have a logo here that I'll be using. This is the logo of the church, and this is the pastor of the church. I also have my colors and my background picture I'm going to be using. So the first thing first is to click the box and draw around the main artboard. You touch P to put what you have drawn in the center of the artboard. Make sure your lines together and everything. It's normal. Good. To remove the outline, is either you click over here over this outline and take it to none. The outline will go off, or you click over here and say set outline color, then the outline color will go off. Then the next thing is to apply the background color, and I've already have my own colors there that I'll be using. Let me bring it over to this side. Good. So for the background color, I'll first of all go with this first one. Then I'll click here, click the eyedropper to select this color that I want to use. Then I will fill it. As simple as that. It's not something much. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be writing what is going to be on the flyer. So the tag of the banner of the flyer, is shine in. But let's start with this here. So I'm going to be using Go Board as the font. Go Board. That's what I'm going to be using. Then I'll change this to white. With the white color, I'll click and change it to white. Then I'll bring it down. You hold Control. So when you hold Control when you're moving it, then it's glory. It's glory. Good. I'm gonna bring this one in. Then I'm gonna be using two colors here so that I can differentiate this in from the shine and this is from the glory. So I'm going to be using this color to do that. Then I'll click here, click the eyedropper through, click on the color and select. Good. Then I'll highlight this other part. I'll give it a different color, which is white. Then I'll give this in a different color also for easy identification, since I don't want to give space between the write-up. But you can also go ahead and give space between the write-up. As for me, I wouldn't want to give space between the write-up, so I'd rather use colors to differentiate the text. So let's use the shape tool to adjust the space in between those characters. So I'll click and adjust the space in between those characters. Also click here and I'll adjust the space in between those characters. The reason why I'm adjusting the space within the characters is that the spacing between the characters is too much for me, and I wouldn't want them to be too bogus. I want them to come together, but not too congested, but at least be together to make your design look more perfect. Then the second thing I'm going to be doing is to add the Bible verse. Then I will draw it, circle, a box. I color it. You can come to this side also, since you're using a normal color, which is white. I click on it. As I said earlier, I'm going to be removing the outline because it's hard. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be removing the outline because it has an outline. So you go over here and click None, or go to this side, right click and say set outline color. Since you're clicking on this very box here that has a non-identification line on it, the outline will go off. Then I'll put Bible inside, which is 2 Corinthians 3 verse 18. Then I'll bring it over here and I'll use the background color on the text to still go on the same Go board, and I'll change the characters to bold. Click on this, click on the text and click on the shape, then click on E to put it in the middle. I'll still increase, put it in the middle. Good. Then I'll go with the date, but still I'm not too okay with this space here and here, so I'll bring it up, then close this space over here again. Good. I think we're okay with that. Then I'll push the whole thing up a little. Good. So now let's add the background. Click on it. Good. Good. So apply transparency so that it will fade off these other edges down that is so sharp, and then to make it blend with the background. So you click on transparency tool, then click on drag on the other side so that to blend with the background, and I'll also adjust it to my own perfection. You can also adjust it when you want. Then I want to power click this particular image in this box. Then what I'll do is to right click and say power click inside. Once I click on it, you see the arrow have changed, so you hover over to this box and click on it. Then you see that the image is inside the box now. So the next thing we're going to do is to add the main image. Then you bring the main image, then you say Ctrl Home to bring the image up. I'll enlarge it. Good. I think this is okay. This is okay. And again, I want to change the styling of this text. So I will highlight all, then double click on the text. I'll just click once on the text, then adjust the styling. I just want to scale it this way for it to look good. Click on it again, then I will adjust it to my own perfection. That is how I want it to be. You can leave it normal if you want yours to be normal, but I don't really want it to be like that, so I want to scale it this way, and I think I'm okay with that. Then I'll adjust the picture so as it will look nice. Then I'll use the shape tool to crop this area that is out, and I'll click here and crop these areas that are off the artboard out. Good. So now I'm done. Next thing now is to add the date, and the date here is November 29 to December 30. I'll add 2022. So here was using a different font, which is Agrandi. Click on it, and I'll change the styling of this Agrandi to different style. So once it's open, I'll click on it to change the styling. I think this is okay. I'll change everything to capital letter, go on text, go on change character, and then I'll select uppercases. I'll check mark uppercase and say okay. I'll reduce it, I'll change it to white at least to match what I'm doing. Use the shape tool to adjust this again, make it blue. I'll still adjust it. Yep. Then I'll double click to adjust this text also, or better still, let's change this to a different color, please. Then I'll give it a kind of a little line below. Good. Then this line has an outline. Still remove this outline off. Then click, we'll adjust it to our own perfection. I think I'm okay with that. Then I'll highlight everything together. Then adjust its position. At least I'll scale it to look similar to the other text. Then I'll adjust it. Click again to adjust to my own perfection. You can also change your style if you want to, but I'm using my own style and I want it to look like this. So if you still don't want to scale your own text, you can still leave it the way you want it to be, or you can still leave it normal. But as for me, I wouldn't want to leave it normal like that, so I want to scale it. So I think the design is becoming beautiful. And one thing is that it's so plain down over here, and I would like to repeat that same background down. So I'll bring this background down here again, control page home, control home. Then I will scale it to cover up a particular area of space that I want. Then I will apply the transparency tool again. Good. Then I will adjust it to the way I want. Adjust it to the way I want. Good, and I think I'm okay with that. Then so far it's lapping on the design. You cannot find it easily to power click. So now it has overlapped and stopped over here. So you cannot power click in this area because it's on top of the design. So the best thing for you to do is to right click, say power click, then come over to this area that the design didn't overlap and click on it, and you see to go inside. But if you are finding it difficult to do that, it is just because you are trying to overlap. You are trying to power click where the pictures overlapped on the design. Then the next thing to do, let's add a shadow to this text over here. So click on the shadow tool. Then you will drag to add shadow. I don't think I like that. I'll undo this, Ctrl Z. Then I'll click transparency tool again, and I'll try to add. Good. I think I'm okay with this. I'm perfectly okay with this. I will adjust to my own perfection. Good. I think this is fine. This is okay. Then let's try adding another shadow to the spot set to and see if that will be so good. And as you can see, these pictures overlap in this particular area, and whenever you highlight it, you're touching on the picture, you see. So the best thing for you to do is to use a shape to crop some part of the picture that are not relevant off. So let's crop this area off and make it look good. Then we can easily select a very particular box. Then we'll give it a shadow also. Good. I think that is fine. So the next thing for us to do here is to add the venue. So I did this one, add the venue. For the venue, I'll be using two colors. I'll be using this, I'll be using yellow. So I'll mix them together. So I'll go on grid, on interactive view to add. Then I'll drag to the side. Then I'll add yellow on this other end. I'll adjust it. Let me bring this to the side. Bring yellow to the side. Yep, I think this is okay. We'll convert this box to curve. If we want to scale it or reshape it easily, click it and say convert to curve over here, or you can easily hit Ctrl Q on your keyboard then select the shape tool and scale it to our own perfection, and I think that is perfectly okay. I think we're heading somewhere, and I think it's beginning to be very, very interesting. So I will now add the venue. So the venue is good news upright international okay international okay button. Then we'll be using a different font again for this. We'll be using a curve. I think it's not bad. Change it, the characters to bold, or you can see this is not bad at all. I will select good. So let's add an art sign. Okay, let's just find another one. Add an art. Okay. Then I'll still use the interactive field to add color to this. So I'll add yellow to this side and this color on this side. I think this is not bad. I will bring this text up. As you can see, this is overlapping on the main text. So I'll right click on it and say order. Then I'll see in front of page. Then to come over on top of the page. And this space in between the two texts is still too big. So I'll use the shape tool to adjust it. I think it's okay. Then I'll bring it back. I think this is perfectly okay. So another thing now is to add the logo. So I'll bring the logo this side. Now it's behind the text. So I'll bring it out. Right click, go to order. Now say in front of page. So when I bring it back to be on top of the page now. So alright, I'll click and say if you want you can put only the logo and leave it, but I wouldn't want to put just the logo. I also like to add the name of the ministry. So change the text to white, change the characters again, change everything to bold. Then I'll also adjust the space in between this, and I think it's not really bad, it's not bad. Then I'll adjust this also, bring it close and make sure it's aligned together. Then I'll highlight both the text and the logo, click on them, then I will turn them to at least match how this is being scaled. I'll turn it again, and I think this is perfectly okay. So next we'll add at least some little designs and geometric shapes on it. We'll add those two, not much. So just make a box over here, then fill it with white, remove the outline, then right click and say convert to curve for you to perfectly work and reshape it the way you prefer or want. Then you click on the shape tool, you double click to this end to delete it away, then I'll bring it to this side, adjust it, I'll double click here to create an anchor point, then I'll bring it in, and this is how I want it to be. Bring it out a little. Good. Then I will shape it and reposition it the way I want. I think that is not bad. It's not bad at all. I better still take it high and bring it in. Yes, I think that is not bad. Then let me add one over here. Yes, but this time around we're not going to use it with the fill color in. We're only going to use this shape with only the outline. So you click here to remove fill color, then you right click and say set outline color. Since you're clicking on white, it's white that is going to come out. Then we'll leave it. If you want, you can increase the stroke. Then we'll leave it on 1. Okay. And the next thing is to add the name of the pastor. Then for you to do that, you can do it anyhow or the way you want, but for me, I would like to create a box filling with white color. Then I write the name of the pastor. So I will click on the text tool, then I will say I'll write the name of the pastor now. Apostle Viva Alright, I will change the character, the font. Then I will hit Ctrl K on your keyboard to split the text to single text. Good. So I first of all go with this tool. Change them to capital letters. I also scale the space in between the characters. I think it's pretty much okay like this. Good. Now bring this also. Do the same thing by changing it to capital letter. Then I will make this very one smaller. Then I'll change it, let's change it to 10. Good. Change the color also to red for it to look different. I think this is not bad. Then I'll put the title. Let's reduce these boxes too much. Then put below here title with red. I'll remove the outline. Then I'll copy this and say president, then in the bracket, post, close. Bring it over and change it to the text color to white for it to pop up. Then I'll bring it to the center, change it to white also. Good. I think we are good to go now. Good. I think we're almost done with the design. So the next thing to do now is to add the year tag on it. It's a year tag, so for them it's a gathering of songs, and this program, it's an annual program, and it's done every year. And should in case, let's not forget something, this is November 29 to December 30, so the 2 is not there, so put it and say 2. Good. I'll change it to another font, like taken by vouchers. Good. And I think I'm okay with this. I'll change it color, and I'll put it over here. Good. And I think this is also perfectly okay. Let's give this box a shadow so that it will look pretty okay. Good. Then we'll make a circle to put the yearly tag. Make a circle. Then we'll change it outline or each stroke to white. Good. Add the stroke color. Let's add it, put it to 3. 3 is not bad, or maybe 2. Yeah, 2 is okay. So we'll now change it because we want to remove some other part of the circle. So we'll change it to an arc, but before then we'll have to duplicate it. Then we'll change it to an arc. Then we can adjust some part. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then we will write inside the gathering of songs. Then Ctrl E to align. Center, change the fill color, change the text, change it to capital letters, or which is uppercases. Then adjust it to look good and nice. Let's make this text more bolder. Let's change it to the bolder version of this. Let's make it extra black instead of black. That is okay. Then right under season 7 in bracket 7. Good. Change the text to uppercases and change the color to white. We'll also change the font. Good. And now we want this text to go around town. So this is where this other box coming. So you bring it back. When you bring it back, you click on the text, go to text, then you say fit text to path. So once you click and bring it close, it will fit to path now. So now it's not aligned where it's upside down. So you flip it over here. You click this and this to flip it, and it's too congested. So we use the shape tool to good, at least to make it look more pretty, more nice. Then we reduce the size a little bit. Good. Let's change this other one to a different color, at least to be easily identified. I think I like it all. Good. So we'll now remove. Let's still reduce the size a little. And spelling. Good. We'll now remove this box away. Good. And I think this is okay. You can still go ahead and give it some little touch and make it look more perfect too. your own perfection how you want it to be. You can also give this text shadow also if you want it to have a shadow. So let's try that and see. We'll click on it. So far the text is selected. You can go on preset here to check the position and how you want the shadow should fall. Then you can adjust it. I think this is not bad. Then you can do same to this upper one. Good. Perfect. So this is how you can easily design a church flyer with a meaning in Corel. It's not something too big and it's very simple. It's unique, and because I am teaching you on how to do it, I took at least a little bit of time to complete it. But if you're doing it within you and you are used to the software, within some minutes you're done. It's not something tedious, it's something very simple to achieve. Please, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. And thank you for watching.